Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the latest narration of the web series Accidentally Adopted. If you are new to the series, there is a playlist listed down below in the description, and as always, I hope that you enjoy. Part 3, Chapter 9, Supplemental. Media Perspective on Lost Boys Deployment. I was cut off from my squad, see, all alone like, couldn't find 'em any which ways. They was busy 2 blocks south. I'd learned myself later. But what they was up to didn't do me none good, see, since I was cut off by a bunch of infected, which were at one point CIP troopers. They didn't have the upgraded appendix like us, so they could get hostified. So I wasn't just mowing 'em down like that was grass, and I was all big old scythe. No, they just acting like a squad. A crap squad, but I was just one dude, see? Retreat, pop off, retreat was the name of the game. But they was putting a crap ton of fire down range. Shit was, that's where I was. See, they got me cornered and got a spreader sneaking up at me. I turned me head and there it was. And its head fecking exploded and I heard a round thump into the wall. I fecking felt the air wobble across the fecking nose. Then I heard a crack, see? The report, man. The fecking report. I saw him later and said thanks, you know. He didn't say nothing, see? He just used CHS to say don't worry about it. Or maybe it was I had something on my face. I'm not too good with CHS outside of combat. The Men Who Walked Beside the Lost Boys by Hans Goldberg. The boys of the hijack rescue operation morphed into titans of the battlefield. Legends who stride across tides of blood and pluck the desperate from their dooms with the interim when General Chest tried to protect what was left of their childhoods. He managed it for 2 years. It would have been more merciful if the Lost Boys had failed to live up to the legend. The clear commands of Pete the Deadpan, the uncanny luck of Gunner Juan, the last-second assaults of Power Armored Jack, and his robo-rescuers. And of course, those saved by inches by the report. But they were still traumatized children, the oldest of them 17. They should have been taking the time to process what they went through in safety. They should have been protected. The trouble was that their refusal to be coddled had teeth from the beginning, and the stopgap measure had only protected them long enough for the oldest amongst them to reach the majority. But they were the most combat-effective company against the grubs, had the lowest casualty rate, being 0 deaths and minimal injuries, and the highest rescue rate. On one hand, they were still children, but on another, they were the difference between millions being evacuated and millions being left to the mercy of orbital plasma. So General Hugo Chest altered some records to keep his boys from fighting the Republic to get what they wanted. They didn't want childhoods. The Rise and Fall of the Lost Boys by Emilia Doucette. 2 years upon the sharpening wheels of Republican training, and lo, the Lost Boys were loosed upon the foul demons along with all of their terrible fury. The blessings of Vulcan and Mars went before them, and Jupiter himself put thunder in the hands of the report. World after world they plucked forth the innocent. They battled the tides of blood and horror, and won. Woe to those who fail to see their power and blessings. Woe to those who do not hearken to the warning. Do not touch the innocent. Pete the Deadpan whispers, and the wise trembled. Wrath of the Gods Walking by Plutarch. The Lost Boys, having served their purpose to drive recruitment and the propaganda mascots, were pulled back into the training regiment, where they were no doubt meant to be, had the recruitment drives before not failed. The original plan to make propaganda material of a bunch of young boys training for combat could go forward. Never mind that there was a 12-year-old sniper. In all likelihood, and hopefully, that particular boy was merely photographed with the Overwatch and long-distance anti-material rifles. The report was an obvious fiction to boost morale amongst the enlisted. It wouldn't have been criminal had they managed to simply not saddle a 14-year-old child with the name. They only kept their crimes away from the front line, though. The image of the young men slaughtering the infected with brutal efficiency was too juicy to resist. The Republic even stooped so low as to deploy the child soldiers on CIP worlds to seize them, forcibly relocate the populations, and glass them. At some point, the report became reality. One can only hope that the child they foisted the name on was spared that fate. Walking War Crimes by Juan Carlos de Antigua III. Look, let's just do the math. No way they're all adults. What's their evacuation total again? 3 million? Yeah, they're good at it. But come on, kids, they should be in high school, not a battlefield. And then another hijacked rescue? I don't know an answer. It's just, man, it's rough. I don't know either. But maybe this is as good as we can do. The report just breaks my damn heart. Excerpt from a popular opinion show. End of chapter. I would just like to thank the T5 supporters: Bushmaster 117, Casper Arnholtz, Dragzoon W.R.E, Elijah Silvercross, Gray, Jon Carrington, and Sevaren Serberous. Thank you very much.